What's good, YouTube? I'm gonna share my warehouse experience with y'all, what it was like, and how much I was getting paid, and if it was worth it. So I'm gonna start out by sharing with you guys what my first warehouse job was. Like most of y'all, my first warehouse job was Amazon warehouse, and at that time we're getting paid 15 bucks an hour, and I was working a night shift. And at the time I did not mind because it was like my actual first job, and I was just glad just to be getting paid. And that was more than minimum wage at the time, which it still is more than minimum wage, but it was like minimum wage back then was like $7.50. So yeah, so I was getting paid a little more than actually minimum wage was like 12 bucks, my bad, and I was getting paid 15 bucks. And when I was 20, I thought that was perfect. You know what I'm saying? I was not complaining. And then as time went on, 15 bucks was like nothing to me, you feel me? Like, it felt like I was just getting paid chump change. So I was definitely starting to look into getting a job that pays more. And as time went on, I just kept working different warehouses. I worked at a lot of warehouses, you feel me? And in the back of my head though, I was always trying to start businesses on the side. I was never trying to depend on a job. I was always trying to start my own businesses or invest, and you know what I'm saying? But I really got addicted to gambling. So one point in my life I was just gambling, you feel me? I was in the casino all day, and I'll give me a job, I'll get a warehouse job that'll pay me 20 bucks an hour, and I'll quit just to go gamble, or gamble away all my check. But that was a time in my life I was down real bad, and I was addicted to gambling. And yeah, so I almost went bankrupt, and I was in debt. And then so I had to make the choice to really, you know what I'm saying, grind. And the thing I like about warehouse jobs is that, man, you can apply to a few warehouse jobs and they're gonna hire you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If people are complaining about finding a job, bro, they're gonna hire you, because the turnover rate at the warehouse jobs is very high. People get the job and quit the next day. People ain't showing up, you feel me? So I already knew that off the bat. I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to give me a job quick, you know what I'm saying? So I applied for this job. I was paying 20 bucks an hour, and they were paying up to $30 an hour for performance and stuff. And this is called order selecting. If you guys want to know what the position is called, it's called order selecting. They do pay incentives and stuff like that, which is you get paid way more if you guys perform pick at a certain rate, and they pay you up to 40 bucks an hour. Oh yeah, before I had this job, I had another one that was in the freezer. That was the hardest job I ever had, bro. I was literally praying to God to just get me through my shift, you feel me? But my hands was numb, bro, and they're telling you to pick at a certain rate, and your hands, you can't even feel your hands. So bro, when I tell you I got fired at that job, and I was so happy. I've never been so happy to get fired, you feel me? So I was just happy, thank you God, I don't even care if they fired me. So, and there was dudes in there that I met, bro, straight grinding, straight hustlers, bro. They making 100K a year, you feel me? They was making more than the supervisors because of their bonuses and incentives and stuff like that. So if they pick very fast, they get paid 40 bucks an hour. And then if you come in for overtime, you just triple. Dudes was making 3K. I can't make this up, bro. And I was kind of shocked, because I was damn, dudes is bragging about it, saying they didn't even go to college and they're making this much money. And then so I was like, all right, cool, this is something that I want to do, because I ain't gotta go to college, and I can just start making 30 bucks an hour, 40 bucks an hour if I bust but they're gonna make you bust your ass though. So I was like, this is something I want to do, so I want to get better at it, right? But I just didn't want to work in the freezer. So they had ones without the freezer, and they had ones in the freezer that they pay more. They pay I think $24 an hour. So I only lasted for a little bit, maybe 2 months, and they fired me, but I didn't even care. So after that, that's when my gambling addiction started. So after my gambling addiction, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go back at it again, but not in the freezer, just a regular, just regular temperature. So this job, I stayed there for a long time, and I actually stacked up 20K. Bro, if you guys are down bad and you guys want to you know what I'm saying, stack up fast, I recommend warehouse jobs because they hire quick. Like they'll get you started like the next week. You feel me? That's the only thing I like about the warehouse job. And 9 times out of 10, you do your interview and like you get the job. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get the job right there. So that's one thing I liked about the the warehouse jobs. And yeah, so but they are like hard labor, so that's why they have a high turnover rate, and people complain about them. Bro, it's very difficult, you feel me? Because they have you doing tasks. Some warehouse jobs are easy, like they'll have you stand in one spot and just like pick all day, like just one item, put it in a bag or whatever. And the one I had, you had to drive like an electric pallet jack and like pick cases and put it on a pallet. And yeah, I was getting paid $20 an hour. So I'm telling you, like, I went from being in debt to being out of debt like that quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I gambled all my money, and once I got this warehouse job, bro, I was like, so I was doing the 410s, and I think this is the best shift to do if you have a warehouse job, because the 410s is like you work 4 days, 10 hours, and that's it. You get 3 days off, like 3 whole days off instead of 2 days. And that's the shift that I do recommend if you guys want to work a warehouse job. So that shit was like making it seem like easy, you feel me? And I had a good shift, you feel me? I had to start at 9 to 7, so from 9 in the morning to 7, so basically sun up to sundown. So I got tired of that quick, but the only thing that kept me going was to get out of debt and stack back up. And before you know it, bro, I had stacked up like 10K in like 3.5 months, bro. Like, I'm not even joking. They had overtime, so you know how I work 4 days and I have 3 days off. All I had to do was work 1 extra day to make 1,000 a week. You feel me? So I still have 2 days off. And if I work a 6th day, bro, that's over 1,000. You feel me? And then on my days off doing deliveries, like I was making like over 1,000 every week, like every month. You feel me? Reduce my expenses, cut out a lot of expenses, and just all I did was just work, and just, you know what I mean, just focus on that job. And sometimes I would do good like on my performance and I would jump up to like $22 an hour. And then sometimes I went into the freezer like for a little bit to make like $24 an hour. But every time I went into the freezer, I was like, this is not worth it, because if I went into the freezer, I'm making like an extra $40. So on my regular shift, I'm making $200. In the freezer, $24. I'm making an extra $40. And I'm like, bro, I can just go do a quick delivery for that $40. So that's why I cut that out. I was like, oh yeah, let me get back to the regular side. You feel me? So I went back to the regular temperature, just grind it out. And then I'm saying my goal is to save up 20K. And I was out of there, because overall, bro, it's very demanding, and like, bro, they have you bust your ass every single day. When you relax for 1 day, they like, bro, the managers do the most and write you up, bro, doing the most for no reason. So would I recommend a warehouse job? Yes. If you guys are like down bad and you guys need to get money quick, bro, warehouse jobs, bro, go in for overtime, bro. I'm telling y'all, I even met a dude that had like 4 kids, and he said he was making like 100K a year, you feel me? Like, bought a house, all that, off of just that warehouse job. He ain't even gotta worry about nothing. I know a lot of people talk down about warehouse jobs, but bro, that, man, it will help you get hella money. So, and then also, I would like to share a money hack with you guys, which is like, if you get a warehouse job and you work 4 days, and you got PTO, when you put in your PTO time, this is what I did to like make $400 in a single day. So when you put in your PTO time, you get paid $200, and then instead of taking the day off, go do some deliveries and make $200. That's $400. Do that twice in a day, bro. That's $800. Plus you go to work. You know what I'm saying, bro? And then you still got 3 days off out of that week, and you already up like over $1,000. That's how I was making so much money in a single week, and like, I was able to get out of debt quick and stack up. So yeah, I just wanted to share this story with you guys. And man, I know a lot of people are talking down about warehouse jobs, but that gives you an opportunity to actually get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, while all these people are quitting, that's a door open for you. So get in there, make your money, and get out, because that was my plan. get in there, stack up, get out of debt, and start my businesses, you feel me? And then just chill and do deliveries here and there to make up some money. But yeah, man, that warehouse job will put some money in your pocket. And if I'm ever down bad, bro, I will go back to stack up another 10, like in 3 months, 4 months. It's, bro, the money in there, they got money in there. They gonna give you hella overtime. They gonna give you like, they just gonna give you hella like time, bro. Like, you're guaranteed your full hours. You know what I'm saying? If you was to work in like a restaurant, they say, oh, don't come in this day. They don't have like they don't have no more like shifts or something like that. They run like, bro, over there you're guaranteed your 40, and they'll give you overtime, bro. You're gonna make so much money quick. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta grind for that. Like, you just gotta put in the grind. You know what I'm saying? So I took advantage of that while I was young, you feel me? Because I didn't want to be doing that with, like, I wouldn't recommend that when you're like much older, you feel me? Like, so it's best to get it out the way while you're young and healthy and like full of energy. Yeah, bro, y'all go in there and stack up, you know what I'm saying? And make a plan to get out, you know what I mean? Because everybody gotta put in, everybody gotta work, you feel me? And that's the fastest way you can stack up. Warehouse jobs, like, bro, that was the fastest way for me to stack up, especially since, like, it'd be hard to find a job sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It could take months to find a job. Warehouse jobs, bro, you go in for an interview, they gon', you know what I'm saying, hire you the very next week, you know what I'm saying, bro, and pay you, bro, like every weekend. Like, they pay you every week too. Like, some of them don't even make you wait 2 weeks. They pay you every week. But yeah, I don't want to get on here and yap. I just want to tell you guys my experience. So hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.